Hello, I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary, and welcome to From the Heart.
Orlando is widely known for its tourist spots and attractions, but many people don't know about its thriving arts community.
We're excited to introduce to you passionate artists and leaders whose talents shape our arts community. How do they create and why? How will Orlando benefit from a growing arts presence?
On each episode, we'll meet guests who are influential leaders and artists who are truly making a difference.
From the Heart.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to From the Heart. I'm Joshua.
And I'm Mary.
And we're excited to bring to you all that's new and good when it comes to the arts in Central Florida.
A Gift for Music teaches string instruments to over 450 underserved students in Orange County. From 3rd grade through 12th grade, today we're talking with Eric Smith to learn about his work as director of A Gift for Music. Welcome, Eric.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Welcome, Eric. We're so glad that you're here and I have so much respect for your organization. What a wonderful work that you're doing in our community. So
Thanks.
I know we just gave a little bit of an intro, but tell us about A Gift for Music and all the things that you're doing here in Central Florida.
Sure. Well, A Gift for Music is a nonprofit program here in Orlando. And we basically provide free music instruction to students in need and urban students here in Orlando, and specifically focusing on string instruments. So we have a program in 6 different Title I low-income schools, and we go into those schools twice a week and provide free violin lessons to the students at that school.
Awesome. And how do you pick those schools? I mean, how do you say, because there's many Title I schools in this community, how do you say these are the ones we're going to partner with?
So we chose these schools based on a number of different criteria. One is administrative support and teacher support. We definitely want to make sure that the schools in which we serve already have a music teacher, so that way we're not supplanting what the school's doing, we're actually supplementing what the schools do.
So it's really more of a support organization to help things that already happen in the school?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Very cool.
Eric, why string instruments?
Sure, that's a question that I get asked pretty often. The string instrument is, like violins, for instance, are scalable. So that means that the notes that are on a tiny 16th size violin are the same notes that's on a larger full-size violin. So literally, depending on the size of the child that we're working with, we can start them off on any size instrument that really fits them perfectly.
Wow.
So now you actually have an orchestra, you've started an orchestra as well, right? So
yeah, that's right.
beyond the mission of just going into the school system, you're now creating an opportunity for them to come to UCF and be a part of an orchestra?
Sure, yeah. So our students start generally in 3rd grade in the schools, and they go through 5th grade. But then the question really was in our initial years was, what do we do with the students after 5th grade? And so we started an orchestra program that has just grown over the years. And really now it's our goal with that orchestra to keep our students engaged in music from 3rd grade all the way until the day they graduate from high school. And so on Saturdays, we meet at the UCF Center for Emerging Media, which is right across the street from the Bob Carr Performing Arts Center, which is actually great because on the Saturdays when we rehearse, there are oftentimes Saturdays where the Orlando Philharmonic is rehearsing right across the street. So we actually march our students sometimes across the street to go see like world famous guest artists. Just last year, our students got a chance to meet Sarah Chang, internationally renowned violinist, and the questions they asked her were just amazing. I mean, they range from, how did you manage to do your homework at Juilliard while you were studying violin, to what's your favorite color of dress? I mean, just all sorts of things. So really some amazing opportunities through that program for these kids.
How have you seen some of the lives change from the young ones, from beginning an instrument to?
Sure. A lot of times we find students, A Gift for Music really serves students of all types, but really the students who are attracted particularly to string instruments generally are a little bit quieter, I would say. And when they get into our orchestra program, it's just amazing how they transform over the years. I mean, they meet friends that they know for years and years that stick with them, usually from 5th grade all the way through 12th, and they become more confident people, not just more confident musicians. And so I think that's one of the greatest benefits of actually being a musician as a child.
Eric, you just said that most of the children who gravitate to violin tend to be quiet. Why do you think that is? And you're a violin player. Were you quiet?
I would say, well, you have to. I actually started on organ, so look out.
And
That's
organists
a totally
are not
different
quiet.
thing. No, right? No, no.
Make as much noise as you possibly
Exactly.
can.
Right.
Personality types of instruments now.
Yeah, I know. But no, with violin, why? I'm not sure, and I wouldn't say that's necessarily all of our students.
Just curious.
But I do think that part of it is the instrument isn't as bright, isn't as loud as maybe a brass instrument would be immediately. And you know, when we introduce our students to the violin, one thing that we found in the early years is it's difficult to just tell a student or ask a student, hey, would you like to play the violin? It's a totally different thing to actually show them what the violin can do. And so we have what we call recruitment concerts in 3rd grade, where we actually go out to the schools and we play a variety of different music for the students, because I know, Joshua, you know that I play in a professional string quartet that actually plays a lot of pop music. And so when we get a chance to play music that the kids recognize, that the students can relate to, that just really gets them interested, because you know, by the time they're in our orchestra program, they can play those types of things.
And I think part of your job is making the arts applicable to students now, and when they see that more of a classical instrument like violin can play pop music, that probably is more of a draw to some of those students, right?
Yeah, definitely. It keeps it relevant, and really that's what we want to do with A Gift for Music. As long as they think as long as they're a part of a program that really speaks to them, it's critical, I think, for all arts education organizations to connect with the students. So many times I think we approach arts education, especially leaving college, we say, okay, well, we know this great art form and now we have the pleasure of giving it to the kids of our community. No, we really have to connect to the kids.
So I know A Gift for Music is a part of a bigger picture with A Gift for Teaching.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about that relationship and how it fits into the overarching mission of your organization?
Sure. So A Gift for Teaching was founded in 1998 with the goal to provide free school supplies to students in need throughout Orange County. And within a year of starting A Gift for Teaching, our founder, Gary Landworth, said not only are these students missing out on school supplies, they're also really missing out on life experiences like the arts. And so immediately they started the A Gift for Music program in collaboration with the University of Central Florida and their music department. And we were able to create the A Gift for Music program with 25 instruments at one downtown school. Wow. And we've served over 8,000 students at this point.
That's beautiful. Over 8,000 students.
8,000 students
That's
have gone through our
amazing.
program.
Amazing.
Violin was my first instrument. I don't know if I ever told you.
Great, no.
You never told me that. Why are you holding out?
Well, I was in East Orange, New Jersey. I used to sit out in front of my house and rub two sticks together because I loved that it sounded like crying. Not the sticks, but the violin.
Right.
And then my mom got me a little fiddle. I took lessons, and
wow, great.
yeah, I took them for a while.
Well, if we would have known that, you guys could have played a little,
ditty,
a little ditty here on
In about 4th grade, I stopped.
Okay, all right.
We're
Ended
going to
the
get to
career
hear a
early.
little bit more about what you're doing with your music and the children, and also look at what the future brings for what you're doing. So we'll be back with you. Thank you so much for this
Great, no,
conversation.
thank you.
Thank you, Eric.
We're going to be back with Eric Smith to find out a little bit more about Eric the person. How did he get interested in music in the first place, and where is he going to in the future? Thank you for joining us from the heart.